No doubt, Kevin Garnett was the best player in Minnesota Timberwolves franchise history by far. Nobody's going to argue that with you. And if they do, don't even listen to them because they obviously have no idea what's been going on. Because Kevin Garnett is the straight up best player that the Minnesota Timberwolves have ever had. Offensively, defensively, everything. He had it. But the one thing, Kevin Garnett was never able to deliver a championship to the Timberwolves, and it's not really his fault. There was a lot of factors that played into it, and we didn't really ever put a good roster around him, and we see the same thing now with Cat. Like, if things don't change, you're going to lose your best player, and you aren't going to be able to win a championship. And I've never done a historic rebuild before on 2K, but today is going to be the very first time we are doing that. We are going to be rebuilding the Minnesota Timberwolves in 1996-97 and trying to win a championship with Kevin Garnett before he leaves to go to the Celtics. So we got to try and win a championship, put the right pieces around him, and see what we can do. It's going to be fun, and I'm excited to see how this does. I'm excited to see how I do. My knowledge of the NBA back then, not very good. I wasn't even born yet, and yeah, it's going to be interesting. But KG, one of my favorite players of all time. And yeah, this should be a lot of fun. So if you guys are new and you have not subscribed already, please make sure to hit that subscribe button. I do all sorts of rebuilds. I do some reactions every now and then too. And I'm thinking of doing Minecraft. Let me know what you guys think about that. But then also, at 2,000 subscribers, I will be doing a giveaway, and details for that will come out later. No need to say you're entering or anything like that at this time. When we get to 2,000, then I'll get the details out for that. But yeah, thank you guys so much. Let's get 50 likes on today's video. Now let's hop into it. All right, now this is going to be fun. Let's go take a look at the roster first off. We got Kevin Garnett, a young 20-year-old Kevin Garnett. He was drafted in 1995. Then we got Tom Gugliotta, Stephon Marbury, Terry Porter, Sam Mitchell, Doug West, Dean Garrett, Chris Carr, James Robinson, Cherokee Parks, Stojo Vrankovic, and these three, I don't know if they're real or not. I don't think Retro Filler's real for sure, but the rest of these two, I don't know if they're real or not. They totally could be. Again, I said I don't know if my knowledge is up to par. But we have a 20-year-old KG. What's his potential? It's got to be A+. A? Yikes. I didn't make these rosters. I found these rosters. Hopefully they are good enough to get everything done for us. But let's go look at what the team is looking like. Stephon Marbury and Kevin Garnett are two key pieces. Googs is a solid player, but he's, like this is his prime with us. But I don't know. He might get traded away. I can't keep everybody because obviously this team is not good enough to win a championship because they never won one. So we definitely got to look at our options. So I'm going to go look at trading Googs. How old is he anyways? 27. He doesn't fit the timeline. As everybody talks about in the NBA now, he doesn't quite fit the timeline. So let's try and trade him away. And we still got our draft picks. Let's throw a first and a second with Googs and see who we can get. There's anybody. Tony Kukoc is here. He was on those championship Bulls teams, a couple of them anyway. Terrell Brandon. We don't really need a point guard. Anybody else? Anthony Mason's here. I don't really need a power forward. Nick Van Exel and Eddie Jones. That's a interesting grouping, but we don't need a point guard again. Dennis Scott. I think Dennis Scott played for the Timberwolves at one point in his career. And then Horace Grant is here too. Also on some of those championship Bulls teams. LaFonso Ellis. I'm pretty sure LaFonso Ellis played in Minnesota. Yeah, 1 year in 2000 and 2001. Okay, I don't really see any options for us that can really improve this team a lot. Kevin Johnson, Detlef Schrempf. Yeah, I don't know. We might just have to stick with what we got for this season and try and get a draft pick. Who are going to be the bad teams in the league this year? Because I think Tracy McGrady is in this draft class, and I think maybe even Tim Duncan's in this draft class too. The New Orleans Pelicans? I don't think that's actually that wasn't a team back then. Who's on their team? Vincent Hodges, Sellers. This might be I don't know if this is supposed to be the Hornets or I don't know who that's supposed to be. Maybe it's maybe they had to add a team in. I don't know. But they look like a person we should try and get their draft pick from. So let's go trade finder for the Pelicans draft pick and see what we can do. So they have a... Okay, let's take this pick and see what we can do with it. Nothing is found. Okay, let's go try and make a trade with them. Because if we can get that draft pick and snag one of the top players in the draft, I would definitely be interested in doing that. So let's go ahead and throw their pick in our proposed trade and see what we can do. So we'll take the Pelicans first, and we would give them, I'll give them like our 2021 first, and I would also give them a bunch of second round picks and see if they'll take anything like that. I could give them a player too, like I could throw them Reggie Jordan. Okay, they don't want to do anything like that, so I could throw them like this 2024 pick too. Wow, they really don't want to do that. I don't know if it's worth trading that many picks. Man, I just don't know if that's worth it. Is there a player I could give up instead then? So let me try and throw in like Dean Garrett, and I will take back your worst player, Cliff Livingston. And how about now I throw in like this 2023 pick? Dude, okay. We'll try and throw in the 2024 pick as well. Okay, they agreed to that. All right, so... I mean, I could be... Did they have G Leagues back then? I gotta look up if they had G Leagues or not. Okay, so the G League, also formerly known as the D League, didn't start until 2001, so 1997 is a few years before that. So I'm not gonna like send KG or Marbury down to the G League. But, okay, so we got their draft pick. And I wonder if Terry Porter can get us anything on the trade market. Just because he is getting a little bit older. He's 33 years old. If we could get a younger player here as a backup point guard, that would probably be nice. Greg Anthony, he's not much younger. Del Curry's getting old too. Charles Oakley's getting old. He played for the Knicks. Robert Pack is out here. Dale Ellis is just old. We get Dean Garrett back from the Pelicans and bring in another first-round pick. Kevin Willis. I mean, he's old too. There's not a lot we could do. We could get another first-round draft pick and bring in Jaren Jackson Sr. I believe that's Jaren Jackson's dad. So we could do something like that. Let's do that just for the draft pick. And let's go ahead and set the rotation. I think we're just going to run with this rotation, and we're going to get a ton of minutes to KG and Stephon Marbury and just try to develop them and just see what happens. But Sam Mitchell, he can lose some of his minutes. We're going to give more to Marbury, get him to 37. KG's going to play 40 a game. I'm on my Tom Thibodeau stuff, man. I'm going to give him tons of minutes a game, 40 and 40. And, Sam Mitchell can actually play like 29 because he's young, correct? Oh, no, he's old. Never mind. We are going to take his minutes away. Cherokee Parks is going to be our center for the year. I don't really care that much about what happens this season. I just want to get a good draft pick and try and get like Tracy McGrady or Tim Duncan or something. But I will see you guys at the end of season number 1. Let's see how this team with KG and Stephon Marbury is. So the first season is over. We're at the end of the 1997 season, and Akeem Olajuwon wins the MVP award, and we won 47 games, so that's cool. Dean Garrett, we traded him away. He ended up winning Rookie of the Year with Utah, which kind of sucks. Maybe should have kept him. Dominique Dikembe Mutombo's Defensive Player of the Year and Most Improved. Rudy Tomjanovich wins Coach of the Year. He was the coach for... I don't remember. Was he on the... I don't remember who he was the coach for. But here are the All-NBA awards. KG already made All-NBA first team in just his 3rd season, I believe. And then anybody else? Stephon Marbury anywhere. KG also makes defensive first team. He's a defensive god. All right. And I think that's it. So I think that, yeah. So Clyde and Charles Barkley, Akeem Olajuwon, all those guys, are the 1 seed there. I think that's who Rudy Tomjanovich was the coach of. Can I check that somehow? Yes, he was the head coach of the Houston Rockets. Our head coach is Flip Saunders, and looks like we're going up against the Lakers, who probably have like a rookie. I think they have a rookie Kobe Bryant, and then they have Shaq. So Shaq, Kobe, Robert Horry, Byron Scott's on this team. Nick Van Exel, Eddie Jones, Jerome Kersey, Eldon Campbell. That team's not like that great, but probably better than we are. Let's go check out the stats before we get into the season. KG averaged 22 points, 14 rebounds, and 7 assists. Great stuff from KG. Doesn't shoot the 3, but that's fine. In today's day and age, I believe he would be a 3-point shooter. At least competent 3-point shooter, because he was a mid-range killer. Stephon Marbury also played really well. Doug West, Tom Gugliotta. All right. I like what we're building here. We just got to get a couple more pieces and we should be able to battle for the championship. But let's simulate this round up against the Lakers and see what happens. We are swept, which makes sense. Shaq is just an unstoppable force, man. And, you know, KG's not old enough quite yet to be stopping Shaq. Even though Shaq isn't, like, in his prime yet. Well, yeah, Shaq's probably not quite to his prime yet. He's probably entering his prime around this time. But the Detroit Pistons win the championship against the Seattle Supersonics. Let's go to the draft lottery and let's see what happens with that Pelicans pick. Looks like we're supposed to get it number 1 overall. All right, so let's see what happens. I'm going to go like this, and we're going to go just slowly. Hopefully that gives us better luck. I will skip some of this for you guys so you don't have to see the entire thing. All right, so here comes the top 5. The Supersonics are projected 5th, and they end up with 5th. So we got a top 4 pick for sure. Okay. Brooklyn Nets. Oh, the Timberwolves get the 4th pick. Dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it. I was hoping to have better than that. All right. But 4th isn't bad. 4th is not bad. We'll also get the 21st pick, so that's cool. We'll be able to get somebody decent at 4th. Austin Green. We're going to fire Austin Green, and we're going to bring in Abraham Navarro, and then as a trainer, we're going to bring in Randy Martin, hopefully. We still got Flip as our coach. I want to try and win it with Flip and KG. They had a great relationship. We got to keep them together. So let's go to the draft, and let's see who we should take with our number 4 overall pick. So first goes Chauncey to the Pistons. I think he went to the Pistons. That's where he actually went. Tim Duncan goes second to the Cavs. Okay, so who is still out here? So Tim Duncan just went. Chauncey went. Tracy McGrady's still out there. I got to try and trade up for the next pick because I think after Tracy McGrady, it kind of drops off, and we got to get Tracy. So let's make a trade. Who has the 3rd overall pick? I don't remember who had it, so we're going to have to go look. It looks like Sonics have 5, the Warriors. Okay, so I will give you my 4th overall pick, and then I'll also give you, like, this 2nd round pick. Is that enough? They want to give me Andrew DeClerc and take back a 2022 first. What if I just give you this 2nd and this 2nd, and then you keep him? They want to give me BJ Armstrong. What's BJ Armstrong? He's 30 years old. I'm pretty sure he was also on the Michael Jordan Bulls. He was, yes, in 1999. And then he went on to Charlotte for a while, and he was actually really good for them. And he actually battled with Michael Jordan, too. I remember seeing all that in The Last Dance, obviously. Is this enough? Yeah, I just really... Let's see if they'll do it without these seconds. Cherokee Parks for... Okay, this guy's 24. Parks is 25. Pick number 4. And like I said, I'll throw in these 2nd round picks. And hopefully that's enough to get them to do this. BJ Armstrong, okay, we're going to do that. All right, so that was the trade. And let's resume the draft. Now we got pick number 3. So we're going to take Tracy McGrady, which is going to be, he's going to be a great scorer for us. And then at 21, we're going to take, I don't know if, like, who's all the real people, who's all not real. I have no idea. But we're going to go with, Bobby Jackson. And we'll get out of the draft. We'll see what the team looks like. We got a 76 overall Tracy McGrady. Why is he so... Wow, Keith Van Horn really is better than Tracy McGrady, it says. All right, so we'll sign both of them. And actually, Bobby Jackson, 72. Okay, perfect. Team player options, we don't have any. Qualifying offers, let's see who we have. We don't have any there either. Free agency, Sean Kemp. Oh, we would have enough money for Sean Kemp. Give him the player option and the no trade clause. Otherwise, let's try and bring in... We don't really need a power forward. We could use like a shooting guard or something. Dennis Scott would be nice. Let's throw Dennis Scott this offer here and see if we get either of them. Sean Kemp is agreeing to come to the team. We're going to have to lose James Robinson. Actually, maybe we won't. Yeah, we would. Okay, so we can't bring James Robinson back. Let's try and bring Jaren Jackson back. Can we do that? We can probably bring Jaren Jackson back. Okay. And we're getting Sean Kemp and Jaren Jackson. Who else could we bring in? Doc Rivers, play backup point guard. Scott Skiles. Let's throw Scott Skiles a contract. Pretty sure he was the point guard on the Orlando Magic back in the day that had a 30-assist game. All right. Who else could we bring in? Let's bring Dean Garrett back. Throw him that contract. So Skiles and Garrett are both signing to the team. All right. Cool. I think that's good. Actually, it was Rick Fox out there. Let's get Doc Rivers in here too while we're at it. Let's look at player progression. Let's see how good KG and Steph are. KG's a 91. We got a 90 Sean Kemp. An 86 Stephon Marbury. An 84 Tom Gugliotta. So Sean Kemp's KG's probably going to play center for us. Or I don't know we're going to have to figure something out. But yeah, this is the team. We don't need to go to summer league. So let's go to training camps. I'll send some players to training camp and I'll be there for season number 2. All right, so we have too many players. So Cliff Levingston is just going to get released, and so is Reggie Jordan. And now we should be able to get into the season, make a couple moves, and see what this team can bring us this year. Sean Kemp playing center, that's what they want to do. Then we would have... Who's our backup center? We don't really have a backup center, so that would probably be fine. Do I want to put Kate... Like, what happens to their overalls if they go to center? 87, 86. We're just going to keep them at power forwards, but run them at center. Steph, Carr, we're going to run a 10-man rotation, I think. That way we can get Parks in there a little bit. Tracy McGrady is probably going to start over Carr. Yeah. Tracy McGrady's going to start over Carr. We're going to give him even a little bit more minutes. All right, and then off the bench... We could use a point guard. Should we try and make a trade for a point guard? So Carr is 23. West is getting older. Let's try and trade West and Doc Rivers and try and get a point guard for him. So Doc Rivers, West, and let's throw in this 2025 first, even though that's obviously not the right years, but it is what it is. Greg Anthony in a first-round pick. Greg's a little bit older. Who could we bring in? Darrell Armstrong, Robert Pack, Jim Jackson. Yeah, I mean, Elliot Perry would be a little bit of an upgrade. Derek Martin. We're going to trade for Greg Anthony, bring him in to be our backups point guard. And yeah, what happens to T-Mac if he goes to a small forward? Goes up to an 80. Maybe we run T-Mac at small forward and try and trade away Gugliotta. So let's see what we can get for Googs if we trade 2 first-round picks with him. Jerry Stackhouse, Tony Kukoc, Terrell Brandon, Bryant Reeves. Yeah, there's not a lot out here. Damon Stoudemire. Rasheed Wallace would be nice, but we don't really need Sheed. So we're going to leave it as is. And we're probably just going to have Tracy McGrady come off the bench for this year then. I'm going to simulate season number 2. We'll see what happens. But it's going to be interesting. I'll catch you guys at the end of season number 2. All right, so season number 2 is over, and we got 55 wins this year, so we're improving. Alonzo Mourning won MVP this time. Rookie of the Year went to Jerome Williams, maybe because Tracy wasn't starting. I don't know. Tracy hopefully had a better year than that, though. All right, and Del Harris, I don't remember who he coaches, but here are the All-NBA awards. KG is on All-NBA second team, just fine. And then he's also on defensive first team. And then rookie teams, Tracy McGrady's not on either rookie team. Interesting. I want to see what his stats look like, but we are the 2 seed in the Western Conference. Here are the awards. We got KG, Stephon Marbury, Kemp, Chris Carr, Tracy McGrady, Tom Gugliotta. We have a solid team. Can we win a championship with this team? Let's check it out. Let's simulate the first round. We're going up against Houston, who they still have Akeem, but he's down to an 85 overall because he's 36 years old. They have Charles Barkley. He's 35 years old. Chris Mullin, Clyde Drexler, Brent Price. It's a good team, but they're older. They're regressing. We should be able to beat them. Let's see what happens. We're tied 2-2. Let's see if we can win game 5. We do. And can we win game 6 and move on to the second round? We do. And we got Phoenix now. So who does Phoenix have on their roster? They got Kevin Johnson, Jason Kidd. It's like a prime Jason Kidd too. That's scary. But other than that, Antonio McDyess and Steve Nash. But we should be able to beat this team. Hopefully. They take the first 2 games. Wow. Okay. They take the first 3 games. There's no way we come back from down 3-0. Can we win game 4? We do win game 4, so can we win game 5 then? I mean, if we come back from down 3-0, that would be crazy. We're kicking them square in the teeth in game 5. Can we win game 6 too? If it's close, I might jump in because this would be really crazy. We're up by 2. All right, we're going to jump in, maybe just to watch. We'll see, but we're going to jump in. I'll see you guys in there. All right. So, hold on. We're not going to pick any sides. We're going to see what happens here. We have the ball with a minute left. If I have to jump in at the end, we will, but let's see. Stephon Marbury's cooking. I don't like this camera. Okay, 2K camera. Marbury, let's go. We're up by 4. We should be winning this game, hopefully. You never know, though. Jason Kidd's bringing the ball up. Tracy McGrady looks like is guarding Kidd. We got Kemp in at center. We got KG in at power forward. And Kidd blows the layup. Let's go. If we score here, I'm just going to simcast the rest of it because we don't need to see what happens. Yep, all right. Let's simcast the rest, and let's see what happens here. We end up winning by 5. Perfect. And now we're forcing a game 7. So can we win game 7 and move on to the Western Conference Finals? Like 4 or 5 years before we actually did in real life. All right, so let's go. Let's simulate with Simcast, and let's see what happens. We start out good, but it looks like they're coming up slowly but surely. Pretty close game, but kind of have a comfortable lead. And we're going to win by 16. Perfect. The Phoenix Suns blew an 3-0 lead. Total scrubs. Total scrubs. Let's go ahead and let's face Shaq and Kobe now. They got Nick Van Exel, Eddie Jones, Cliff Robinson, Robert Horry, Shaq, an 82 Kobe Bryant still coming off the bench. All right, let's see what happens. Let's simulate game 1. Can we beat Shaq? They win game 1. Can we win game 2? We do win game 2. That's great. Can we win game 3? We do not. Okay. Can we win game 4? We do not. All right. Let's simulate with Simcast. Let's see what it takes to get past Shaq. Looks like they're going to win this game as well. All right. We lost by 16. So the Lakers are in the finals. They're going up against the New Jersey Nets. It looks like Shaq and the Lakers win the whole thing. It's our 3rd year. This is the year we got to win the championship. Let's go to the draft lottery. See if we have any picks. We just have the 24th pick from Washington, the Bullets. And then we might have traded ours away. I don't remember. But either way, staff signing. Looks like we're good. Flip is still here. Perfect. NBA draft. Let's see who we can get. We got the 1998 draft class in here. I don't remember who's in that draft class. Carl Francis. I'm not sure if he's real or not, but we're going to take him either way. If he is real and I should know that, my bad. Vince Carter and Dirk, Paul Pierce are in this draft class. Wow, okay. That's a good draft class. Would have been nice to have a pick there. Rookie signing, Kurt Francis, 73. We're going to sign him. No team or player options. And qualifying offers, Gugliotta can get his qualifying offer. And in free agency, Michael Jordan is a free agent. Michael Jordan is a free agent. All right. Let's go see what the salary cap is looking like. 26 million in the hole. All right, who's taking up all that cap? It's Shawn Kemp. It really is. And we can't really trade Shawn Kemp because he has a no trade clause, right? So let's go look at the front office. Shawn Kemp. Ray Allen. Ray Allen would be nice. Peja Stojakovic. Allen Houston. Okay, maybe he doesn't have a no trade clause. Sam Cassell. He was in Minnesota for a while anyways. Vin Baker. Jermaine O'Neal. Ray Allen. Ray Allen was originally drafted by the Timberwolves, I believe. Right? And then he got traded for Sam Cassell, right? I could be totally wrong there. No. It was for Stephon Marbury. I don't remember. But Ray Allen's here. That would be interesting. It would free up a lot of money. All right, we got it. We got Ray Allen. We needed a shooting guard anyways. Can we get Michael Jordan, though? Dude, if we can get Michael Jordan. We got MJ. Let's go. Googs is gone. Sorry, Googs. We got MJ, man. I can't even complain. Dude, MJ would love playing with Kevin Garnett. He would absolutely love it. Can you imagine? Kevin Garnett's like one of the hardest workers of all time. MJ would like that. KG's a dog. All right. We're going to get Michael Jordan in here. I'm not going to match Googs because I don't think we're going to be able to... Yeah, we'd be over the salary cap, so we're not going to match him because we need to get MJ in here. And let's see. We got MJ, we got KG, Stephon Marbury. All right, anybody else in free agency? Gugliotta, could we bring him back? He's going to the Trailblazers. Okay, Christian Laettner was on the Timberwolves for a while. Let's see who we can get. Vinny Del Negro. He'd be an interesting backup shooting guard. Luke Longley, he's got championship DNA playing with Michael Jordan. Tyus Edney, Terry Porter. We're going to bring in Terry Porter. And I think that's all we need to do. All right, so let's go to player progression. Let's see how KG looks after his second year in this rebuild. KG's a 95. MJ is regressing, but he is a 96. Stephon Marbury's up to an 89. Ray Allen's an 88. T-Mac is an 84. All right, this team's going to be fun. I will send some people to training camps, and then I will see you guys at the beginning of the third season. I guess it would be like 1999, 2000, or 98, 99. Something like that. Either way, it's the last season of the rebuild. Flip Saunders is going to have some fun with these boys. We got Stephon Marbury, Michael Jordan, and a Minnesota Timberwolves jersey. It's not our, the trees jerseys. But it still looks nice, man. Better than Jimmy Butler looked in that 23 jersey, and definitely better than Jarrett Culver did, or does. T-Mac, KG, Andrew Lang. That's kind of the rough part. We need to probably bring in a better center. So could we trade Lang? Yeah, we could probably trade Lang and get a decent center. Where's he at? Oh, wow. They're like our worst two players. We'll throw in this first-round draft pick with these two centers. See if we can get somebody a little bit better. Like, Lorenzen Wright might be decent. Greg Ostertag. Isaiah Ryder. I'm pretty sure he was a Timberwolf at one point in his career as well. He was, first 3 years of his career. He was actually 20-point scorer for us. But I don't really need anybody like that. Lorenzen Wright. All right, hold on. Let me go and see what's going on with our starting lineup. We have Ray Allen. We could maybe trade Ray for a center. I'll look into it. I know I signed or traded for him, but that was more to get the money to work to get Michael Jordan. Antoine Walker. He's only 6'8". I'm pretty sure he played for Minnesota as well. He did for 1 year. He was... I just got quizzed on this on my podcast the other day. I don't remember what the trade was, but he he went out to Boston. No. I don't remember. Anyways, Latrell Sprewell, also a former Timberwolf. Chauncey Billup, a former Timberwolf. I don't see any center, though. Let me go look at teams with good centers. Arvydas Sabonis is on a team that's rebuilding. Duckworth is on a team that's rebuilding. Zydrunas Ilgauskas is on a contending Cavs team that has Tim Duncan. All right. Perkins. Bryant Reeves is on a contending team. Mutombo's on a buying team. Lonzo Mourning's on a contending team. Rebuilding, they got Vlade Divac. Patrick Ewing. He's untouchable, though. Shaq's got to be untouchable. Sean Bradley. Foyle. Cox. Dirk's untouchable. Ostertag, we could get him. Man. I don't know. Who was it that was popping up for... Let's say we take Ray Allen and then we trade, like, Garrett and a first with him. Maybe that'll help us get a center. Michael Finley, he is... Wasn't he... No, he was just a... He was a bucket for Dallas. Like, look at all these 20-point per game years. He was a problem for sure. Paul Pierce, a young Paul Pierce. We don't really need Paul Pierce. Well, a young Paul Pierce with Ostertag playing the center wouldn't be bad, actually. That actually wouldn't be bad. Let's go ahead and do that. We're going to bring in those two. Ostertag's going to play center for us. Paul Pierce. And then we could use a... Bobby Jackson or Greg Anthony should become a shooting guard for us. But I don't know which one. Bobby Jackson is 6'1". Anthony's 6 foot. Bobby Jackson's going to go to shooting guard. And we could use a backup center still. So let's trade Terry Porter and Sam Mitchell and try and bring in a backup center. So, actually no, let's go Francis and Terry Porter. And then this first. Hopefully we can bring in a backup center of some kind. There's really not a good backup. You know what? Let's just run a 9-man rotation, actually. Flip can run that 9-man rotation with us because KG can play backup center minutes. All right, is Michael Jordan and Kevin Garnett enough to win us a championship? It better be. System proficiency, defense. Let's go balance, probably. All right, Flip. Coach these boys, win us a championship. RIP Flip. We're going to get the championship for him. I will see you guys at the end of the third and final season. Okay, what a great start to the end of the season. That didn't really make sense. Start to the end. Either way, KG won MVP. We won 66 games. He averaged 25 points, 16 boards, and 7 assists. What a dog, man. Rookie of the Year, Clifford Vincent. Danielle Marshall won 6th man. KG also won Defensive Player of the Year. Flip Saunders won Coach of the Year. This is our year. KG, obviously, All-NBA first team. MJ didn't make any All-NBA teams. KG makes defensive first team. MJ makes defensive second team. He's a 97. All right, beautiful. We're the 1 seed, of course. Let's check out the stats. KG 25. MJ with 20 points, 4 rebounds, 5.5 assists. Stephon Marbury played great. We got a rookie Paul Pierce. Not rookie Paul Pierce. Yeah, rookie Paul Pierce from Kansas. Paul Pierce is my favorite player of all time. He played with KG. It's just bringing it all together. I mean, this team really makes sense when you see it. KG, Steph were here. They were boys. They had chemistry on the court. MJ, KG's the type of player MJ would want to play with. Paul Pierce played with KG. Tracy McGrady, I mean, he's just a scorer, man. But, like, in his career, obviously, don't know if he ever played with KG. But either way, this team makes a lot of sense. Vancouver has Mike Bibby, Juwan Howard, Sharif Abdur-Rahim, Bryant Reeves. I'm pretty sure Sharif Abdur-Rahim is the one that started the G League in 2001. But let's simulate this season and let's see what happens. We win 4-1. Now we got Shaq and Kobe's finally in the starting lineup. They got Jason Kidd now, too. Jason Kidd, did he ever play for the Lakers? I know Steve Nash did. Did Jason Kidd ever play for the Lakers in real life? Played for Phoenix and Dallas. No, he did not play for the Lakers. Okay, so let's simulate this round, see what happens. 4-2, we beat Shaq and Kobe and Jason Kidd. Let's go. And now Portland has Wesley, Isaiah Ryder. They got Googs, Rasheed Wallace, Arvydas Sabonis, Jermaine O'Neal, Jacques Vaughn, Rashard Lewis. It's got to be a rookie Rashard, right? Yep, rookie Rashard Lewis. Dana Franklin, Jaden Day. I don't know if those are real people or not. But we should simulate this round and beat them as well. We're up 3-2. Can we win this game and just go into the NBA Finals? Something the Timberwolves have never done. We are going to move on to the Finals. And let's see what happens. We got the Cavs. The Cavs have Terrell Brandon, who also is a former Minnesota Timberwolf. Bob Sura, Eric Williams, Tim Duncan, KG's like arch rival, and Zydrunas Ilgauskas. We win game 1. Can we win game 2? We win game 2. Okay. I will jump into the end of this because I want to play with MJ and KG. All right. Game 4. Can we win this game as well? Let me jump in, get some gameplay. All right, minute and a half left. We're up by 20. I will see you guys in there. All right, so Stephon Marbury's at the free throw line. Let's get some buckets with... Okay, hold on. Let's make sure of something quick. Coach settings. So we're going to turn manual all on. We're going to make sure that KG comes in the game. So we got Michael Jordan, Paul Pierce at power forward. We'll put KG at the center. We'll put Tracy McGrady at the shooting guard. All right, we're going to do this. And Marbury makes that. I want a foul or something to get the dead ball in here. All right, we got the foul. I'm just trying to get my people to come off the bench. All right, perfect. We got the entire squad in here. It's a great lineup. And let's see what we can do. Let's see what... Wait, hold on. KG should be here. Tracy McGrady should be there. All right, we'll confirm those. We'll take a timeout after this possession. I must have screwed something up. But, all right. I'm taking the timeout now. All right, so I'll get those guys in there, and then we will really get into this last minute plus or whatever. Man, I just thought of something. I should have put the Trees jerseys on these guys. Let's let KG hit that midi. Let's go. I should have put the tree jerseys on them. The black. That would have been such a great, you know, championship jersey. Like, that's the one you want the Wolves to win a championship in. It's just iconic. One of the best jerseys in NBA history. You know, along with, like, the Raptors jersey, the old, like, Utah Jazz jerseys, the old Vancouver Grizzlies jerseys. There's just... They're top tier NBA jersey of all time. For sure. I want to get MJ a bucket. Let's go with MJ. He's like a 35 or 36-year-old MJ. Step back. Can he get that? Let's go. MJ was a killer in the mid-range too. Like, MJ wasn't a great three-point shooter, but he was just an absolute killer in the mid-range. If you guys are all younger, like even me, if you haven't watched The Last Dance, it's on Netflix. Check it out. It's just, I mean, literally such a great documentary. Really helps you realize what the NBA was like back then. I mean, I was just watching an episode that I'm pretty sure the score was like 94 to like 54. Like the Utah Jazz only scored like 54 points in the NBA Finals. Like it was just a different game back then. T-Mac fouls Tracy McGrady. Tracy McGrady fouls Grant. I think it's Grant. But okay, so who do I want to take the last shot with? Do I go with T-Mac, who is an absolute lighted up scorer, or do I go with Paul Pierce, who's my favorite player of all time? I don't really know what I want to do. I have no idea. Let's go with Paul. Let's see if Paul can get us a 3. I love Green Bean. Let's go. All right. I will simcast the rest. That way we don't have to sit through the entire spectacle that happens afterwards. But we do end up winning the championship, which is great. My money's on MJ actually No, KG's going to win Finals MVP. Of course he is. Let's go. He averaged 25 points, 15 rebounds, and 9 assists in the Finals. Easy money. Let's go. As a Timberwolves fan, I wasn't alive during this time, but it would have been so cool to see, you know, Michael Jordan, have KG, have the whole squad together in Minnesota. I mean, I'm praying for the day that we finally get a championship in Minnesota, but it would be so sick if it happened with like Cat and D'Lo or whoever. Just sucks that KG is not going to be on the court for a championship because he is Minnesota basketball. He defines what we are. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this. I hope you did enjoy. Share this with everybody you know. Subscribe if you're new. I appreciate that a lot. Other than that, it's been TKE. It's been real. Peace out.